The forbidden books removed from the Bible. There are books that were once part of the sacred writings, stories that shaped the faith of ancient believers but were later erased from history. Books that were whispered about in secret, hidden in caves, and condemned as dangerous. These are the forbidden books removed from the Bible. Long before the Bible took the shape we know today, there were hundreds of scrolls circulating among early Christians. Some spoke of angels and fallen beings. Others revealed private conversations between Jesus and his disciples. There were gospels, letters, and visions, each claiming to hold the truth. But as Christianity spread across the world, church leaders had to decide which writings were holy and which ones were not. That decision would change everything. The process began around the 4th century, when bishops and councils gathered to create a single, unified Bible. It was not a purely spiritual choice. Politics and power played a role too. The Roman Empire wanted one faith, one book, one message. And so hundreds of texts were examined, debated, and ultimately rejected. Some of these lost writings have resurfaced in modern times. The Gospel of Thomas, discovered in Egypt in 1945, contains 114 sayings of Jesus. But unlike the familiar Gospels, this one has no miracles or crucifixion. Instead, Jesus speaks of finding God within. One of its most striking lines says, "The kingdom of God is inside you and all around you, not in buildings made of wood and stone." Those words alone challenge the structure of organized religion. They suggest that the divine isn't confined to a church or temple, but lives in every heart that seeks truth. Then there's the Book of Enoch, one of the most mysterious texts ever written. It tells the story of Enoch, the man who walked with God and was taken into heaven alive. It describes fallen angels called the Watchers who descended to earth, taught humans forbidden knowledge, and gave birth to giants known as the Nephilim. This book was once respected by ancient Jews and even quoted in the New Testament, yet later it was completely removed. Some say it revealed too much about this supernatural world, secrets the church wasn't ready to explain. Another powerful text is the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. In it, Mary is not a silent follower, but a teacher who comforts the disciples after Jesus' death. She speaks of the soul's journey and of finding peace within the spirit. But the early church, built mostly by men, couldn't accept a woman as a spiritual authority. So her gospel was silenced, hidden, and dismissed as heresy. And then we have the Gospel of Judas, which completely changes the way we see one of history's most hated figures. In this version, Judas didn't betray Jesus out of greed or evil. Instead, Jesus himself asked him to do it, to help fulfill a divine plan. Judas becomes the one who truly understood Jesus' mission, the one who carried out the hardest task of all. Imagine how that story could have changed our understanding of loyalty, sacrifice, and destiny. These forbidden books all share one message, that the divine truth lives within us. They don't tell people to simply obey. They invite people to seek, to ask questions, to connect directly with the source. And maybe that's why they were feared. Because a person who discovers truth within doesn't need to be controlled by anyone outside. For centuries, these writings were burned, buried, or branded as lies. But truth has a way of surviving. Today, fragments of them have been rediscovered in deserts, caves, and ancient ruins. The Dead Sea Scrolls, found in 1947, contained long-lost Jewish texts that helped us understand the world Jesus lived in. The Nag Hammadi scrolls gave us access to mystical gospels thought to be gone forever. It's almost as if history itself is returning to remind us that no truth can stay hidden forever. So what do these books really mean for us today? Maybe they remind us that faith is not just about rules and rituals. It's about connection, awareness, and inner discovery. Maybe they challenge us to see God not as distant, but as something already alive inside us. And perhaps that was the message the world wasn't ready to hear. The forbidden books of the Bible are not just lost stories. They are echoes of forgotten wisdom, waiting for open minds to listen again. Maybe they were never truly removed. Maybe they were just waiting for the right time to be found.